Yes, people, White Football, and welcome back to Arsenal Previews. Today I'm previewing match week 30 in the Premier League, Arsenal versus Newcastle at the Emirates Stadium. Starting with the Premier League table, is 5th against 20th. It's the perfect bounce back game for Arsenal, who suffered a 4-0 defeat at Anfield, a damaging defeat. But it's a good time to play Newcastle. They're yet to win a game in the Premier League, have the new takeover and a new manager in place, Eddie Howe, but not the new players yet. So this is the best time to play them. Of course, they're looking for their first win of the season, and it will come eventually. I'm hoping it doesn't come at the Emirates. But then looking at the teams around us, West Ham go to Man City, United go to Chelsea. So it's a good time to lodge a victory in our race for the top four, while other teams around us may in fact drop points. In terms of the actual game itself, is being played on the 27th of November. Saturday is the early kick of 12:30, and it's shown live on BT Sport with coverage beginning from 12 o'clock. But yeah, in terms of the actual team news for Arsenal now, Mikel came out in the press conference and said no new fresh injury concerns, which is good, which means it's the only ones from last week, which was Sead Kolasinac, who suffered a shock injury for Bosnia in the European qualifiers. And Granit Xhaka as well, still out, even though Arteta came out and said that he's actually ahead of schedule and he could return to action before 2022, which is a good sign because we all thought he'd be out until January, and he's kind of needed in our squad. He's not a player that I want to start by any means, but he's a player that can come on and do a job, and he's got experience in that midfield. In terms of Newcastle themselves, they've got the new manager in Eddie Howe, but the players are still the same. Alan St-Maximin is still their danger man. Whoever's playing right back and left back needs to lock him up because he could drift between those two positions, and he's a ball carrier, and he's a specialist for them in terms of he's the maestro in the team. And they're going to come to counter-attack. They're going to come to defend deep and then get the ball up to the strikers, up to St-Maximin. Hopefully he can do something with it. So we need to be aware of that by all means. Getting into my Arsenal predicted lineup now. I'm going to go Ramsdale in goal. He deserves it. Even though we lost 4-0 to Liverpool, he was one of our best players, which was mad to say. Right back, Tomiyasu. Liverpool's loss hasn't dented my opinion of him. He's still been amazing since he's come in. He's still young as well. Plenty of time to improve. And he's already adapted fairly quickly to the Premier League. Centre-backs, Ben White, right centre-back, because the man... He's another attacking player for us in many means. He tried it against Liverpool, dribbling out from back, and he got locked off like the first 5 minutes, and he didn't try it since. He'll have more license to do that against Newcastle, and it adds a new dimension to our game, a centre-back that can dribble out from the back and then pass from there. Next to him, Gabriel, who's been amazing, bar at Anfield. He wasn't even that bad at Anfield. I think it was more the midfield not providing enough support for the centre-backs, and the wing-backs also just doing a madness. But the actual centre-backs themselves, Ben White and Gabriel, I didn't think were that bad. And I think Gabriel, I'm backing him to bounce back here against Newcastle as well. Left back, I'm putting Tierney in. Look, Nuno stunk up against Anfield. He had a shocker to give away the goal. I put Tierney to start against Liverpool. Arteta played Nuno, which I was like, fair enough, Nuno's been on good form. But this is why, because he can do stuff to that. He's prone to lapses in concentration, and consequences have to be made. And consequences means that he's dropped for this next game and Tierney comes in. It's just the way it is. If Tierney now does a mistake, then Nuno gets back in the team. That's just the way it has to be. Consequences have to be in place for bad performances. Centre mids-wise, Partey needs to start as one. The defensive midfields, I'm putting him as the right one. And next one, I'm putting Ainsley Maitland-Niles because Lokonga lost all composure at Anfield. And like I said, consequences. Ainsley, to be fair, was even unlucky to not make the squad because he played really well against Watford the week before. Didn't make it against Liverpool at Anfield. He's now can come back in and play next to Thomas Partey against Newcastle. Cam Emil Smith-Rowe wasn't his best game against Liverpool, but I'm backing him to turn it around. He's contributed to 55% of our goals from open play. It shows he's so pivotal, especially with the fact that we're not scoring enough goals from open play. So we need Emil Smith-Rowe in the team. Right wing, Bukayo Saka. He actually looked alright against Liverpool. It's just his end product. Like, he was dribbling well, he was taking on players. It's just his finishing was poor, his final ball was poor. It's something that he needs to improve on to reach that world-class status, which I'm confident he will reach, because that's the difference between good players and world-class players. World-class players perform in those games against the Liverpools, Man Cities, Chelsea's, whereas everything is of magnitude times 10. Left wing, I put Aubameyang, who's lucky to even make the team because he stunk it up against Liverpool and he's been awful this whole season. But fortunately for him, he's always got a goal in him, and that will carry like so many Arsenal fans feeling around him, because even if he's not performing well, he always can score. The problem is if he's not shooting or scoring, he's not doing enough. He's pressing, but he's not really pressing with a brain. He's just running for the sake of it rather than pressing in key areas. I feel like Lacazette's got a better football IQ in terms of the way he presses, etc. And then speaking of Lacazette, he will run off the team at striker because he's our hold-up player, and he actually looks really good in the side. I'd rather see Aubameyang drop than Lacazette. I think Lacazette's been really, really good in this Arsenal team. And now finally getting to my score prediction now. I'm going for an Arsenal win. I'm going for a 2-0 Arsenal win. I'm backing us to bounce back against Newcastle. It'll be a tough game because I think Newcastle will be very resolute, and now I think it's got to the time when Newcastle need to win a game. They need to win a Premier League game. It's been so long that they will throw everything at it to win this game, especially with some of these players who are in limbo, whether they're even going to stay at the club once the takeover managed to finally spend their money in January, and then of course in summer they're obviously going to splash a lot of money. Already got some rumours flying left, right, centre of who they're going to buy. So some of these players need to turn up and put in a performance to prove that they are right to stay in this Newcastle side, because right now I'd been every single one of them apart from Alan St. Maximan if I was a Newcastle owner. But yeah, I've been Wifey. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing on my road to 700. Leave in the comment section down below your score prediction ahead of this game, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.